All right. In what seems like a back-to-back popular TV series, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike continues to take jabs at former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Governor Wike has mocked Atiku for leading chieftains of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, on a protest to the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Abuja over outcome of the February 25 presidential election. The governor said he won the party over ceding of its presidential ticket and national chairmanship seats to the north. Jide, Wike at it again, and I listened to that long speech, and I was like, wow, this is like, Wike it was like doing a kind of post-mortem of what happened during the election, and Atiku got his results. Because he kept saying that, look, he will make sure that he inflicts maximum damage, and Wike has done his worst now.
Yes, you know, Wike has supporters in the PDP, even beyond.
Yes, he had his structural parties, yes, across.
You know, the structures that he built purposely for the primary election.
Almost won that primary
election. They are still there, they are still being maintained. And I dare say if Tambo had not told the supporters to vote for Atiku.
If you check the figure,
Wike will have easily won.
Would have gone home with that.
Yes, Wike will have won the primary election because everything considered, Tambua could have come third. You know, but with somebody who could have come a close third, giving all his votes to another candidate in a close race, definitely that tipped the odds in the favor of Atiku, and Wike has not been happy since then. Now, having won a 3 senatorial seat in the state, he was boasting that he told his people that PDP should not come second. That if APC wins in any position, then Labour should come second. That if Labour takes any...
How he was able to spin it, I don't know.
That if Labour takes any seat, then the second position should go to APC. Now, he reminded them that, Atiku was going around protesting like a student union leader, wearing black. But that they are accusing INEC of going against his own guidelines. He then reminded them that PDP also went against his constitution, because the constitution of the party stipulates that there shall be adherence to the zoning formula. I think sections 7 subsection 3C of the PDP constitution affirms that the party shall conduct its activities with respect to zoning. But zoning was brushed aside because Atiku badly wanted to contest, and they were not prepared to frustrate him because they felt if they did that, he would leave the party. Now he's happy and saying, look, this thing has gone to the south. That was all he wanted, that power rotation has happened. As far as he's concerned, power rotation has happened because the president-elect is from the south. And he said, no matter how you demonstrate, you have lost the election. You know, so there's nothing you can do. You have lost the election. You can demonstrate from now till tomorrow wearing black that you've lost the election. So he also reminded them that they didn't win a single G5 state. Yes, some of the G5 governors suffered setbacks, but the truth is also that Atiku did not win a single of those G5 states. You know, so
Benue to Enugu.
Yes, that is to tell you. That's to tell you that mistakes were made. If I were Atiku, I would have sacrificed Ayu. Because Ayu right now does not have the electoral value that those governors have.
What has he brought to the table that
nothing,
made the difference?
Absolutely nothing. And he just held on to power in a manner that has hurt the party badly. So you have to be pragmatic sometimes. You tell yourself, what do I win? What do I lose? What How can you have a Wike with the war chest at his disposal, his determination, and you say that you rather stick with somebody who cannot? So at the end of the day, the party has lost the election. Now, no matter what.
CKN, I told you before we started the program that somebody made an allusion that in 2015, ACN, CPC came together to dislodge PDP from power. Coming together of this legacy party, where they were able to achieve it for the first time. Now, you want to dislodge 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari, you want to dislodge his party from power, and you feel that you can go it alone. First of all, Kwakwanso went up north, he chose his own NNPP. Look at the scores of NNPC. Kwakwanso, PDP member. Obi went Labour Party, and the Labour Party swept the south and the east. And look at the mess Atiku is in today.
Yes, it was like lightning striking twice on the same spot. That was what happened. And I personally, I was shocked by the behavior of Atiku on this matter. He never behaved like a politician. I was shocked.
I think he had some assurances.
I don't know where his confidence level. I don't know where his confidence is. I don't know those that were advising him. Even if they were advising him, this was the man that started politics, that started participating in politics right from 1983. Atiku, people have forgotten that Atiku contested with Abiola.
1993.
1993. For the SD presidential. He was asked to step down. In fact, he was supposed to be this vice presidential candidate until late Yaradua spoke to him and said he should step down.
Then,
yes, he should step down. That was now King Gbe became the running mate to Abiola. So this is a man that has been in politics for very long and supposed to know the intrigues. I have no tears for Atiku. Because, as I said, you know when we are discussing also, I was saying that even with that just ordinary journalist that's not a politician, if such happens, diplomatically, I know how to handle such things. Guys, come, what is the matter? Let us solve about this.
The ruling party remains intact.
They
manage everything, the crisis they had internally.
Get the power.
The ruling party was still the ruling party.
Get the power first.
Yep.
Then you cannot do whatever you want to do. That is the normal, that's the sensible thing to do. But you were just behaving as if you are just, well, look at it. In 2015, 5 PDP governors left the party to join, those were the NNPP. You remember them?
New PDP.
That's yes, the new PDP, the MPDP. Now, this same election, another 5 of your governors said, except you go this way. So
they didn't leave the party. They were inside the party to rock.
No. Very strategic. They were in the party. They didn't do, unlike the ones that left. These ones remain and ready to wreck.
They pulled the roof.
That you know the most dangerous enemy is the one in house. The enemy that you know or you know is
the enemy within.
The enemy within is the most dangerous. But that is on one side. But talking about Wike, personally, at times when Wike talk these days, I don't take him seriously, and for personal reasons, because this is a man that talks from both sides of his mouth. Wike just came out and said that P2B is the hero of this election. The same hero talk that got Ayu in trouble. You remember? The same hero talk that got Ayu in trouble after the convention.
Yes, let me tell you. You say waiting now. See, he said the truth. Always try to identify the truth in a statement.
Yes.
There is great value in the spoken word.
Yeah.
He said this power shift was made possible by Peter Obi.
Yes.
Is it not true?
Yes, it's true. But
if Peter Obi had been with Atiku, do you think Tinubu can defeat him? That's the point that he's making.
Yeah, but let me, see where
this is the man who made it happen.
See where I'm heading to.
Obi made it happen.
During this thing, Atiku came out and said, Wike is saying that power should shift to the south within PDP. That he was ready to step down.
Who?
Atiku said that he was ready to step down if that would be zoned to the southeast. The presidency, people have forgotten, he said that. This same Wike went to the southeast.
Why did they say that on the day of the primaries?
Jide relax, calm down. This same, what's his name? This same Wike went to Oka the state capital of Anambra State, where P2B was going to consent. I told them not to waste their votes on Wike. It's on tape. Google it here and go to. When he said so, he said they shouldn't waste their votes on P2B. That P2B is not going to, is going nowhere. That is the level to which he doesn't trust the capacity of people. So when he's coming now and say, that's why I say, we are journalists. When some of these people, politicians talk, we have to be very, very careful to take them by their word. But let us even go move a bit further. The Labour Party in Rivers State are still having issue with you know now. They are still having issue with Wike on the election that was conducted 2 weeks ago. Although he has gotten the Labour Party chairman, the one that has been suspended, to his side.
But they will still vote for Labour.
But that is it. They will still vote for Labour. So what I am saying in essence is that most often than not, it is not. I don't like people whipping out sentiments, but the fact remains that the only thing I agree with him is that their own activity in action has cost Atiku dearly, and whether he likes it or not, that is the point.
Jide, do you think Governor Wike...
Let me say something. Everything that Wike said is the truth. He knew that Obi cannot win the election.
That's why I wanted to ask you that.
This is a man that I sat with. I've said it on this program that interacting with him one-on-one, I know that he has a fantastic political brain. I don't say this flippantly. I don't see how many politicians have I come to eulogize their political brain. Wike said something to his colleagues. He said, let's not back anybody that is not likely to win. Because his own goal is to make sure Atiku doesn't get there. Because he had been told by someone that Atiku said he would jail him. Some things that Wike said in private, he's been forced to say it on the podium.
Yes, sir, he will say everything.
So that his people will do their best to save him. He said, do you want to vote for people who will jail me? He said, no. Do you want to vote for people who will kill me? The truth is, if Wike went for Peter Obi in Rivers, Peter Obi will get not less than maybe 80% or 85%. But overall, he knew that Peter Obi would still not win the election. Just the same way that a lot of us had talked about this. Not once, not twice. Because he won't get the vote from across the country that will enable him to win. Peter Obi is the Igbo version of Buhari of 2011. The pattern of their votes is extremely similar, except that Buhari won more states and got more votes. Because the area where he comes from, they have votes. So Buhari got about 2 times the votes that Obi got this time in 2011.
It's constant 12 million votes.
But he did, but he didn't get the spread. Peter Obi 6 million, Buhari about 12 million. But he didn't take Buhari anywhere because he didn't get...
Was concentrated.
You don't have to come first in the race. But if you come second, a close second...
Lucky second.
That will propel you there. He knew in his heart that majority of Rivers people will be more... It will be easier to sell Obi to Rivers people than any other person. He knew. That's why it was difficult for him to announce.
He moved against the tide.
Now, but in spite of that, Obi will still not win the election. He knew. He's a political fox, a calculating fellow. Everything that he said, if he said don't waste your votes, it's because he knew that he will not win. Because he does not have the knot. If Peter Obi had just a fraction of support from the core knot, maybe just even 5 of those states, he would have been elected president. No doubt about it.
Let me
you understand?
So let me come here. It wasn't after the convention. It was before the convention that he said this, not even after. Not after. Yes, now.
Don't forget that he and Peter Obi have had their issues.
Yes, he has been going. It was before the convention, when he was canvassing for vote for the convention, that he went to Oka and said, but let us put this straight. Irrespective of how calculative or how politically, whatever, I can tell you that even P2B couldn't have predicted the result that Wike, there is no way in his greatest dream that he ever believed that P2B would have made a kind of. There is no way Wike would have told you that P2B will win in Abuja. It's not possible.
No,
I'm coming. I'm coming.
See, even me,
I'm coming.
I don't believe I'm better than Wike.
Yes.
But I predicted I will win Abuja.
There is no way he could.
Because the Igbo dominates the voting in Abuja. We analyzed it here.
Was it Nasarawa?
They've always won.
Wait. In Nasarawa,
PDP have always won.
It was on the pundits.
Nasarawa. Who won
Yes.
Nasarawa?
Yes, he could win there.
Because of the spillover, and
Yes,
I said this
in
satellite town.
In Plateau State.
Yes, he could have won there.
But
Do you remember?
so,
you are now of the same age.
Yeah.
NPP, Zig's party, formed the government in Plateau in the 70s and 80s. Solomon Land.
Yes.
NPP.
Yes. Solomon Land.
There is a tremendous Igbo population in Plateau, especially in the metropolis. I've lived there, in the metropolis. And in those days, even when Rangers go to play in Plateau State, it would seem like Rangers were at home. They were hardly beaten. So you have to look at demographics. These people, where are they? Where are they?
And the
are
population,
they likely to do well
Christians.
here? What did we say? In fact, when I was analyzing Nasarawa State, I took PDP completely out of the equation in the presidential election. Go and check that in again. And I said, Labour Party will do very well, that they have the edge. Because those satellite towns, they dominate the population there.
As in predicted,
and
that
don't
the
also forget
might be in trouble.
That the governor will be in trouble. I also said it. Because there's a thick Christian population there. We won't deceive ourselves that this election, that the Muslim thing, did not cost APC in many of those states.
Those states that we're mentioning,
APC
with a sitting governor in Plateau State.
I knew that it would happen. I knew that it would
happen. And the Director General of the campaign.
Yes.
They don't want to know. They don't want to know. People are angry.
That's what I'm saying.
People are angry that you didn't choose our own people.
Yes.
You know, even Asiwaju has had to moderate. This time, he will not come out and say, I was looking for the best. Because to say that is to make most Christians angrier. That, you are saying only the best can be found among the Muslims. No, it's not saying that.
And that even cost him Lagos too.
Of course.
Christian community.
Of course. There is a bigger population of Christians than Muslims. It's a fact.
They mobilized.
So the election, you know where I think that will be, where Obi shocked me in terms of his performance is actually the Delta State. Delta, not because Igbos are not many there. He won in Urobo-dominated areas. So that's where you see that, yes, those young people are angry. This is the person that they prefer.
And Edo State.
And Edo State. This is the person that they prefer. Sapele is an Urobo town. The one with a very good margin in those. So those young people
swept to Kowa away.
Yes, those young people, that's where they wanted. So this election, he didn't want to support somebody that is not likely to win. That's why he took that risk. For me, I thought it would have been easier for him to sell the Labour Party candidate because of the tremendous Igbo population in Rivers. Even now, with the governorship coming, he knows that he has a big fight on his hands.
Yeah, he met with the Igbo community in
he knows he has a big fight.
Rivers State yesterday.
Big fight.
And I remember that he was telling them that anybody that tells them that he's anti-Igbo, that they should not listen to them. That was why he was talking about. He also spoke about P2B. But what I'm saying in essence is that most often than personally, that's my personal opinion, when it comes to politicians, I try as much as possible. The way is the Nigerian politician that Jide will tell you good morning.
I always try to pick something from.
He will tell you good morning. Ayo will leave the studio now, go outside and realize that it is 9 p.m. already. And this man is just telling you good morning. So most often than not, that is my own personal opinion.
Have you seen the video of the former chairman of ABGA?
No. The one that started, what's his name? Chekwas. It's not Chekwas.
No, the one who just won election in Obist constituency.
Okay, the one that just got a
Victor. Okay, come and see how he was abusing Obi. Maybe one day we'll play it here.
No, before now.
Yes.
And of course, now when that was the
But today now,
when
he needed Obi.
Yes.
And he's now the senator from Obi's constituency.
Yes. That was why he was saying that.
He lost out against Ekwenife in the last election. He couldn't win that senatorial seat.
No.
But when he went to
the
Labour Party,
he was elected. He was in the Senate too.
No.
And he was removed.
The first one.
Yes, he was in the Senate.
Yes, he was
then
removed.
It was taken away from him.
now won the election proper.
Yes.
And
But this time around, based on the Obi wave,
Yes.
he's back there.
Yes.
But you needed to watch what he was saying about Peter Obi.
Yes.
The same Peter Obi that is gone to now. So politicians are dishonest.
That
people.
is what I'm saying. I say these are
A lot
people
of
that are
them do
to
not
be
have
trusted.
honor, you know,
My
and
God.
that's too selfish. No doubt about it. We are saying the same thing on that.
Yes.
But even as part of the nonsense, from some of the nonsense that they say, you can actually psychoanalyze how they are thinking.
There's always a
and all
sense in
that.
every there's always a sense in every nonsense.
all right.